Hey, 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 beautiful earthlings. How are you flowing? Happy eclipse. No, well, we're on the other side of the eclipse. Happy equinox, the season of balance. One can only hope. So, for those who don't know, my name is lisalyle. This is my channel here on YouTube. A very warm welcome back to everyone who has been hanging out with me for a while. And of course, a very warm welcome home to those of you who are new and just finding this space. I trust that you have found this space for spiritual purpose and that I may be of some assistance to you on your spiritual journey, your path of healing in this lifetime. Hey, hey, Kiva, welcome, sis. How you doing? How's it going? I have been away from here for 3 days. I guess the last time we connected live was Thursday, and the next time we'll connect live after today is Wednesday. What an intense time. We are now officially in Libra season. It is now autumn. And, we can learn a lot from this season. We can learn how to let go just by watching those beautiful, colorful leaves dropping and floating gracefully to the earth from the branches of the trees that once nurtured them. So before I get to all over the place, I feel all over the place. It has been hectic. It has been quite an eclipse season and Virgo season. I have to say, I was not, hey, Miss Mo, how's it going? Virgo season was a doozy. And so before I get into sharing any of that, let's just work with this singing bowl a little bit. Take some nice deep breaths and settle in and see what may be here for you in this. Nice deep breathing. Happy autumn. Happy autumn. Oh man, oh man. So how we all doing? Since we've last connected, we have experienced an eclipse. We're out of Virgo season and we are now in Libra season, autumn. Libra represented by the scales, divine balance and justice. And it feels like for many of us, we may be in this place right now that we're not really feeling not so much balanced. I wouldn't say that there's a feeling of unbalanced. There's a real unsettled feeling about. And in the last 24 hours, once again, I have felt very tender, like very tender, reflecting on Virgo season, which is the season of my birth. And, it just, I'll be really honest. In the last 24 hours, I've really been missing the presence, the physical presence of Frank in my life. And it's been a challenging eclipse season for all of us. And on the world stage, we can see how they're playing with us. And I really hope you have been able to navigate these energies where you're not getting baited, if you will, into the game. There's something very nefarious at foot. False light energy, I would venture to say. And I would also venture to say is remember that you are the authentic intelligence alive at this time. And you are here to move beyond what is inauthentic, artificial, and into the authenticity of your own divine light. And I really have the utmost respect and truly just the utmost respect for all of you who are doing it, because it's not an easy road, and yet the beautiful seeds you have sown. It was and then it was 616, but it was 611 there. We have sown beautiful seeds. And one of the cards that came through, I did a little reading for myself in a couple of parts yesterday for the eclipse and the wrapping up of Virgo season. And I guess before we go to, here it's 21 rites of passage, change. Everything's changed, and this eclipse season changed everything for all of us, and it amped up the game, if you will. And remember, we are each here as an eternal frequency, or we are here as an eternal vibration of source light. And so as we move into Libra and the final quarter of the Gregorian 2025, what a ride this year has been. We may not, when we are in the thick of transformation, when we are in the thick of the reclamation of our divinity, we may not see the growth, and yet it's taking place. Like if you've had a child or you get a puppy and you live with this child and this puppy, you don't realize how the puppy grows, and then someone who hasn't seen your child or puppy in a while comes in and says, oh my goodness, look how much this youngin has grown. This is like us. So although you may not see it, one moment, please. Did you get everything done good? Oh, good. Just give me a little bit, okay? My son. We may not see it when we're in the thick of it, speaking of growth, and yet it has taken place. And it may be a slow and painful unfolding. We're unsure of our footing. We're unsure of the direction we are being asked to go. And yet we are being assured that regardless of whether we go along with it, whether we flow with it, whether we change happens, right? Change is taking place, and it's up to us. It feels as if many of you here have leveled up, and this is a season of a bright new beginning. And the work that you have been doing is paying off. And if you don't see it or feel it yet, keep going. Don't give up, because there is some energy about that wants to perhaps get back in, wants us to doubt ourselves, wants us to give up, basically. Give up. And we're not here for that. We are here walking our personal path of integrity. We're getting grounded. We're continuing to show up for ourselves. The triple three, the divine feminine energy, co-creating with the divine, 4 3s here across the board. And it's a time for us to continue to nurture ourselves, our self-esteem. Like, again, we may be feeling, as I mentioned, in the last 24 hours, really missing the big guy. And what I miss most is his ability to support my ability to ground into the here and now, to kind of bring me down, because we are this bridge. And those of you here, like myself, we are here to be the bridge. We are here to anchor in the experience of heaven on earth. And for many of us, we haven't had much of that experience. And yet it's about our perspective. It's about our attitudes and the way that we move in the world, especially in times of uncertainty. And self-esteem resides down there in the sacral chakra. And it was so funny because on the weekend, my son came back home again. He's been in the midst of dental issues. And, he had to come back home. His poor face was just swollen. It's just been, it's been an intense time in the home front, in the world, just everywhere. And so, like Kiva's saying, yes, the masculine helps to ground us. We can do it ourselves. Absolutely. We do it ourselves. I'm tired of doing it by myself. And I've really had to come to accept that, like, I'm tired, and it's okay to be tired. We've each of us, and I'm sure men too, I can only speak from this woman's perspective, it's been a lot. It's been a lot. And to continue to show up and do it all on your own is a lot. It's a lot. And so, we may be feeling, so on the weekend, I have an much older vehicle. It's almost an antique. And, the power steering, I had asked someone because it was making a lot of noise. It was hard to steer. And so I know that much. It was the power steering thing. So I had asked someone where it was. I couldn't find it. And on Saturday, there's a guy in the building. And so I said, hey, I saw him on his balcony. And I said, hey, the next time you walk by, would you mind looking under this hood and point out to me where the power steering reservoir is? And so, of course, he jumped to the challenge and came. The whole point of this story is he came and he helped. And it was just, it ended up being this big, long production. And, I could tell where this guy's brain was at and all of that. He wanted to put on his playlist, and it starts out with like the Meatloaf song Paradise by the Dashboard Light. And I'm just like laughing as if. And I guess what I want to say is that now is not a time, although we miss the energy of the masculine, the supportive masculine energy in our life, we are not here to settle or compromise. We have come too far. We have cleared the karmics, if you will, the karmic relationships that really weren't based on give and take, mutual respect, mutual, a frequency match, if you will. And so continue to grow your self-esteem, continue to stand in your femininity and your power. And as we do, we must remain faithful that the masculine is undergoing this transformation too. Like this gentleman that was helping me, he spent his whole life not really doing a whole lot of anything besides like what felt good in the moment, as many of us have done. And, now at middle age, reflecting on that, because of course I had to ask the question, do you, reflect on that, and how do you feel about your choices today? And, some people are not going to change. Some are not going to roll up their sleeves and do the inner work that is required of us to make a difference, to have a different experience, to not be baited by this game of, I just heard the sleight of hand, So trust your intuition. Come back to your heart space over and over again and remain faithful, because our connection is direct to source. Remember, we've been for quite a few months now. It's like the vision, the eagle eye of the heart, direct to source. We go for all of it, even our disappointments, even, in times of reflection. And one is the energy of the magician, which says to us, we have all the resources to really manifest and to bring into our experience that which is meant for us, that which we deeply desire. Everything external to us, it's almost as if the external says, no, it can't be had. And then the internal, like the repetitive patterning and conditioning, says, oh no, you'll never have it as good as it was then, or was it really that good then? We often refer to the good old days. The good old days. When were the good old days? If that's the question, when were the good old days? And what took place to get us to this time and space, which is the present? Can we bring ourselves to the present and open up to our own divinity and find our voice again? I really didn't feel like I wanted to come here today. I don't, sometimes as the spiritual warrior, sometimes it just feels like, what is the point of this lifetime? What is the point? Why this, why that, why the other? And it's like, because it's just because you are on the journey of the spiritual warrior, and everything is a rite of passage, and we are here to co-create that four times three energy is Empress, coming into our own, finding our voice again. And we don't necessarily understand. I sure as heck don't understand a lot. And it's funny because when I was 21, I thought I knew it all. Actually, when I was 14, 15, I thought I knew it all. And at 55, I realized I knew very little. And still lived a lot of life within lies, my own and those told. And this is the mark of a spiritual warrior. Yes, we live in a world that, mass deception, mass hypnosis. We all came here like with amnesia. We forgot who we were, and we came here to remember. We are here to remember. And so can we remember that we are divine royalty, nobility, sacred nobility? and grow our self-esteem, it's not easy. It's not easy. And yet, when we speak from our heart, when we use our voice speaking from our heart, the authenticity cannot be matched by artificial intelligence, by the mind. We must, we have to use our brains, obviously. Um, and yet, we also must use our heart. And when we go out there in the world, I'm not sure if you've been feeling it in the last, well, the last Virgo season, this past month. And although Virgo season in August was pretty tame, it was exciting on the heels of Leo season. It felt exciting. And I will be honest, as we moved into September, soul syncing September, right? Synchronization of our soul. We're not syncing. Um, or do you feel like you're syncing? Have we felt like we're syncing? I came across the other day, like it's been a very quiet few days, like into the silence, and really honoring that and honoring the gift of the ability to be reflective and the gift of forgiveness in my own life towards myself. And I feel like that's a big energy at play, forgiving ourselves for what we may or may not have done, or anything, because this is a tricky time. And so when we speak from our heart, when we use our voice to speak from our heart, we really do sync up with our soul and come into a powerful space. The rain card came out next, and again, it's a 35, which is an 8 energy, and we're moving towards the month of October, which octagon is 8 sides. Anyways, speaking of rain, what does that say on there? Speaking of rain, it's cleansing, and we've had this whole week is going to be rainy a lot here, apparently. And it started last night, and it was actually quite lovely to experience rain falling from the sky, and the cleansing power and the new frequency. It's almost like the cleansing rain has come to wash away, a season that may have felt rather painful through the summer and may have felt rather dry. And we're getting to our very own inner core, 9. We're in the 9th month. We've got one more 999 day coming up on the 27th. So 5 days away. And the fact that this month had 3 of these days is really reflective to, again, moving into that co-creative energy as the Empress, where we are working with the divine. We're allowing the divine to work through us as we restore or restore our inner life force, is what I just heard. Restoring our inner life force as we go forward. And it's almost like I'm hearing we're of 2 minds, and it's the middle road. It's the balance point. This could be reflective of Libra season, the scales. We are the balance point. What is it that we're being asked to wrap up? And I would say that we're being asked to wrap up these old cycles that negatively impact our self-esteem. And nobody can do that. Like we do it by our choices, right? We can't blame it on anything external to ourselves, our self-esteem. We're all adults here. I'm an adult now. So, it's all on us. It's about our choices. And there may be situations, we may be feeling lonely. We may be feeling like desiring companionship. And don't allow yourself to become desperate. We're not desperate. We are the prize. In God's eyes, we are the prize, each and every one of us. And so if we can start seeing ourselves that way, then we'll see all the opportunities that's knocking at our door. And we may not see it because we're like kicking stones, we're like, oh, where is this going? Well, opportunity's knocking. Knock 3 times on the ceiling if you want me. Gosh, thank you for being here because I'm feeling so much better. So much better having come here and using my voice again. I've been quiet for days. And, I guess this is how legends are made. Learn from those who inspire you. Thank you for showing up and inspiring me. Thank you for pouring into my cup. Thank you for helping me to see me. Thank you for being a beautiful mirror in my life. And I'm grateful for all the beautiful mirrors in my life. Is that a salamander? Legends. We are legends. And, listening to this gentleman who was helping me with the vehicle the other day, he was a legend in his own mind, man. This guy. I was like, seriously? Seriously. Like, it's nothing here that's remotely appealing. And then this morning, as I was tuning in, so we're going to go to an interactive component here. So left or right are our choices, okay? And overseeing this reading is the angel of communication. Communicate clearly. Don't be afraid to tell it like it is. And in these times, we may be afraid to tell it like it is. I mean, I keep my mouth shut a lot. You might be surprised by that. I do. I keep my mouth shut a lot, and I'm very proud of myself for acting like a grown-up a lot of the times. I really intend to manifest going forward to be in spaces where I'm able to speak freely. And that was, the beauty of the connection with Frank. Anything goes. Say what you feel. And, that's what we're meant to do, because our authentic voice heals. Words heal. Remember, when you were kids, sticks and stones may break my bones, but names will never hurt me. How many times did we allow things to hurt us? Right? Maybe the sticks and stones would have been better because broken bones mend, So with that coming up, I'm hearing like, what are you saying to yourself these days? Is it true? Is it kind? Is it necessary? How is it uplifting and inspiring? Because our words, spelling, we manifest through our words and our actions and our intentions. And so this is a really time for us to keep our, I would like to manifest in my experience the ultimate path of unconditional love, co-creative partnership, all of it, the whole feels of what it means to be human, to be divinely human. And the other day it was like, I think the last time we connected, there was some conversation about what is the divine masculine and feminine. And it's really a man or a woman in this lifetime that recognizes they are divine. And that, those of us that recognize that walk walk inward toward this self realization, and then perhaps actualization of what we know we are meant to be in this lifetime. Divine royalty. Where's my crowns? I'm gonna have to start wearing my crowns here. I've got a few of them. What is the truth that lives within you? Because your efforts, sorry, my hands are, I haven't been able to get all the grease off of myself from working under the hood. Your efforts, determination, and perseverance have paid off. So keep going. We may not see the growth because we're in it. We're in the midst of the growth. We may not see it, and yet it is taking place. Others may be able to see it. The growth we see in others is a reflection of ourselves. And so be grateful for all the mirrors, all the reflections in your life, and stay the course your heart has chosen. And find the ways every day to show up for yourself, even when you don't want to, when you'd rather be kicking stones. I've been stubbing my toe so much, so I'm like, okay, I don't want to kick stones anymore. My toes are sore, man. They're sore. So we're going to get to the interactive component, just some love from the angelic realms for us at this time, to welcome us into this season of balance, divine justice, karmic justice. And yeah. So let's see. Number one, those who were guided to number one. I just heard frolic and have fun. In the last 48 hours, I've been hooked on the Carpenters. Who remembers the Carpenters? Sweet little Karen Carpenter. Just like me, they long to be close to you. What a beautiful, sweet, sweet voice. On the day that you were born, the angels got together and decided to create dreams come true. They sparkle gold dust in your hair and dun, 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 dun. What a beautiful song and courage. It couldn't come at a better time. Look, both Heniel. So those of you who were guided to left, this is a time that you're being asked to really ground into what you know. Remain hopeful. Help our purpose evolve. Remember? Help other people every day. When we are not feeling, perhaps we're not feeling like we want to help others, we can hardly help ourselves, right? That's maybe what some of you are feeling. And yet your courage, your determination, your perseverance is paying off. This message is about you remaining hopeful and stay in your heart. As you ground through the soles of your feet, your solar plexus can truly come online. And it feels like you're being asked to do this as we wrap September up. So for the first 8 days of Libra season, continue to focus on your priority is self-care. And the divine masculine, show yourself you care. This is strong. This is nobility. It's number 19. It's the sun. It's the happiest card. And we can see the sun shining right down along the spine, the balance point of the divine. 3333, again, amplifying this message that we are here as co-creators with the divine. If you agree with that, hit that thumbs up button. Let's begin to balance the exchange of everything. We are the balance point, the fulcrum. Rock me, Amadeus. I'm starting. Hi. Congratulations on your small business, and best wishes, best of luck to you on this new adventure, the so-called foodie. Come cook for me. Come cook for me. I miss that too. So yeah, are you in alignment with your path of happy destiny, your path of fulfillment? It's time. And if you're a woman, this is saying like the divine masculine in the spiritual realms is supporting you. Can we show up for ourselves when we don't feel the support in the tangible? Right? We don't feel it. We don't hug it. We don't have it here. Can we still tap into that support? We must. We must. Clarity comes. Clarity is coming. And clarity often comes from, I'm seeing Mr. Miyagi, wax on, wax off, right? From the process of being in it. And like has been said, it's not comfortable being in it. Heck, like I haven't felt really, I'm comfortable in my own skin. I haven't felt comfortable out there in the world in quite some time. And honestly, if I could, could just stay in the safety and the security of the home space, the nest, the creative space, that would be wonderful. Actually, so-called foodie, I thank you so much for being here. I'm not here to answer questions. This is like a collective energy update. So I trust that something here will resonate. And we normally do free card pulls and readings for subscribers of the channel here on Friday nights. So, perhaps come back again Friday night and join us, and I may be able to connect with you at that time. Although I don't answer specific questions like that, because it all depends on us. We all have free will choice. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. So much confirmation right here. Archangel Michael, eternal love and protection. And look at that, creation. So we've been talking a lot for the collective of this 333, this 3333 energy, co-creative energy. We're here to co-create with the divine. And it's really important for us to remember when we don't have that companionship or partnership or community in our third dimensional experience, we are guided by the divine. And I know. We want it. We want more. And yet, can we get comfortable? Can we balance and ground ourselves and remain hopeful and act courageously and gain clarity in the process through our physical vessel, our body? Can we do that knowing that, God, the universe, creator, source, whatever you'd like to call this benevolent energy that loves us so much, can we remain faithful that that energy is guiding us and continuing to encourage us to show up for ourselves until the humans, HUE, in the third dimensional show up in our life? We are guided and protected, and we've got that one energy again. This is a new beginning. It's a new season. Again, as we wrap up September, for those of you guided to the left, as we wrap up September, it feels like you're really meant to do the final clearing away, cleansing of the space. Again, maybe a detox, a bit of a fast or something, new routines, new habits are going to support this clarity. And time in nature barefoot is really going to support the clearing out through the root chakra, especially since the crown chakra is really open and activated at this time. We must be mindful of what we're allowing into our space. We must be the ones who show up for ourselves. Thank you so much, so-called foodie. Yay, I look forward to seeing you again Friday and connecting. It's really important that we continue to show up, continue to help our purpose evolve every day courageously, because everything that we want is also wanting us and making its way. It's like we're making our way to the center, to the field of miracles and dreams unfolding. So I trust those messages resonated with you, those of you on the left. And now we're going to move on to the right, and we're going to start with Archangel Michael first. So the fact that they're having me pull the cards in the reverse order this time, it feels like for some of you, you may be in this perpetual state of rewinding back to like what you deem were the good old days. Were they really the good old days? Are you willing at this time in the present moment to do something different for yourself? To show up for yourself in a new way? I hope so, because there is a multi-dimensional healing unfolding going on. Love and prayer. Your prayers have been heard. The seeds that you have sown in love are, I just heard, breaking above the earth, breaking through the earth. And this is about your higher self, your soul self coming online at this time. And again, it's a 5. The first card that we received here for the collective was that rite of, no, there was no 5 card, sorry. No, the rite of passage, which was the change card. And change is uncomfortable. It doesn't feel great. And yet this speaks of exactly what was being said to finish off the left side's reading, is that, source, spirit, those who love you unconditionally in the spiritual realms are like team you. They're saying your wishes and dreams are coming true. The seeds that you continue to nurture by acts of love, self-love, are beginning to break through the earth. Oh my God. I'm so glad I came here today, everyone. Thank you so much for showing up. Honestly, they're saying take the bottom card as well. Aw. How? And again. So wow, this is so beautiful. Remember at the beginning of this message, what was being shared was that we are the bridge of heaven on earth. We are the one here to have that experience. And as of this point, it may not have felt much like frolicking and fun, right? And in the last 2 weeks, last 3 weeks, it's been so much intensity outside of ourselves. And carrots have been dangled. The juicy little worm has been dangled. Have we taken the bait, or have we continued to navigate our own experience of being divinely human? What are we here for? What do we want? Have you experienced all that you'd like to experience in this lifetime? Do you show up every day as an emissary of the divine? I just heard you extend the olive branch to others. I'm really guided to the hearts there, the green and the pink. This is like higher self. Oh, I could cry coming online. And then with these 2 cards following up, balance. Yes, we're in Libra season now, the season of, we've cleared. Look, if you're here, your karma's been cleared. A choice to hold on to what was back there, that's on you. That's on you, boo. That's on you. Now we've cleared the karma, and we may be feeling rather discombobulated. We may be doubting ourselves. We may be feeling uncertain in the world. We may be missing companionship in our life. Whatever the case may be, can we still continue to show up in our divinity, taking responsibility for how we show up in the world, and with faithfully faithfully, showing up faithfully, continue to nurture ourselves as the beautiful eternal tree of life, who is temporarily here now as a human being, or a human doing. What are we doing? Alder. We're here to co-create with the divine. That's what we're doing. 4-4-4-4. We're here to co-create with the divine. And I heard, pull out the old Scots pine. So the Scots pine, the divine feminine and masculine, here to co-create this experience of heaven on earth, this having the experience of the sun, the happiest card in the, in any oracle deck, the happiest card. Are we ready to go for it? We got that message. Go for it. This is how opportunities knocking. This is how legends are made. You're a legend. Don't be a legend in your own mind like that guy that was helping me with the car. Like, honestly, let us seed the legacy of love that we are here to leave. And, perhaps this is it. Perhaps many of us have not experienced what we had hoped to experience, right? Like, we didn't get married, we didn't have children, we didn't, or we got married, we had children, we didn't stay married, we didn't, grow old happily ever after. Again, what's done is done and cannot be undone. We can go forth from today from a higher perspective, from a new expanded awareness, and absolutely seed a legacy of love. Continue to nurture dreams. If you still have a particular dream, what are you doing to go for it? Because the entire universe wants us to have it. Maybe there's a bad habit you're called to give up. Okay, so one more card for right. Oh, benediction, Gabriel. It's like a blessing has been spoken upon our lives. Gifts have been given to us, even at this time where we may not feel like we're blessed or we're gifted. We are. Can we have a change of mind, of heart? Don't allow your heart to get hardened. On Thursday, the last time we were live, the message was coming through of like mud getting stuck to us as we move through these times. We don't want that mud to get stuck and hardened on us. So it's up to us to keep ourselves clear. With the hand of God is on us. The hand of God, of Creator, Source is like pouring out to us. Are we ready to receive? Are you ready to receive? This is heralding a new time in your life, a beautiful new time. So I would say to those of you who were guided to the right, keep going. Your higher self is coming online. It feels like high heart activation, thymus gland. So some thymus tapping may be supportive to you. And the bridge, it's like the bridge between the high heart is the bridge between the voice and our beating heart. So can we allow our higher, we don't have to understand it. Nobody here on this planet needs to understand us. And, perhaps the world would be a better, kinder place if we just move through the world like that. I don't get you, you don't get me. Yeah, on some level, we do, right? On some level, we're all just passing through this realm. We are the density of the spiritual experience. And so good on you for continuing to show up for you. Good on all of us. So with that being said, ladies and gents, if you're still here, please do consider subscribing. If you haven't hit that subscribe button yet, hit the thumbs up. Drop a comment down below, introduce yourself, Kiva, Dawn, and so-called Foodie. Thank you so much for showing up and engaging in the live chat today. You really have poured into my cup, and I feel so much more inspired after sharing time and space with you. And so until the next time, everyone, we'll be back here again live Wednesday morning. I have a dentist appointment tomorrow. So, I won't be here tomorrow. So with that being said, I see you, I feel you, I love you. Thank you, thank you, thank you so much for showing up. 49, filling my cup. 1313. We are amazing, and we just have to continue to move through these uncomfortable times and focus on our shine. Wax on, wax off. This is wax on, I guess. Wax off, whatever. Hiya. Anyways, everyone, until next time, I love you. I love you. I love you. Thanks so much for being here.